Hello there, and welcome to the Marketing SOS Show. I'm your host, Eric E. And here on the Marketing SOS Show, it's all about stepping up your game in terms of marketing. I'm here to answer your questions, help you with your problems, and help you make 2020 your best year ever. Now, who knows? You may be listening to this episode sometime in the future. So it's all about going from where you are now to getting to that place you want to be. Whether that's a marketing issue in the world of corporate, small business, whether just a student or an entrepreneur, I'm here for you. So like I mentioned in the last episode, I'll be changing things up a little bit. Now, normally I take questions and I answer them, whether they're marketing questions or business-related questions, to help you, the listener. Now, one thing that I've noticed is that I can do a little bit more. Not just directly helping, but maybe some more educational pieces. So coming up soon, there's going to be conversations between me and a marketing expert, someone else in the field, that I can dive into their experience to pull out whatever wisdom and little grains of golden nuggets that we can get that you benefit from by listening. So look for that starting soon. I got a slew of guests coming up that I can't wait to bring to you. But on today's episode, we have a question from a marketing newbie who's looking for a little bit of help in their subscription box business. So I'm excited to bring that one to you just after this. So Becky writes, "Hi Eric, I am a newbie on pretty much all levels here, but I'm willing to put in the work wherever necessary. I'm in the process of starting a box subscription business and was looking for a recommendation from you if you have any experience in this area. My business would offer products having to do with botanicals, but will also include products from a variety of categories such as athletic apparel, yoga, health and beauty, aromatherapy, household electronics, etc. I am looking to target men and women ages 25 to 40 for this. To do this, I am setting up a website and some social media accounts. I have found some competitors on Instagram and Google, but I'm not sure as to what they're doing for marketing. My question is, what should I focus my attention on, and where should I place my money? Do you have any experience with the subscription box business? Thanks, Becky." Well, Becky, I've dabbled my toe in the subscription box business. Yes, at one point I worked for a company that was setting one up. And I've worked with a few other people and talked to people in the business, so I know a little bit about it. I think I can definitely help you here. So let's start off with your competitors. If you want to see what your competitors are doing, you can look up their Facebook page and see what kind of ads they're running. Second, you can look at signing up for a service like Ahrefs, SEMrush, or AdBeat to get some more insights into your competitors. If you want a semi-free tool to do this, check out SpyFu, but it's more geared to Google Ads and some SEO. In terms of how you get in front of your ideal customers, lots of subscription box businesses have grown their membership through social media ads on Instagram and Facebook, as well as buying ad placements on podcasts, like this one. This is where I would focus a lot of my attention on if I were in your shoes. At the same time, I also start looking at influencers and other people and companies with platforms that you can work with to help promote your new company, whether that's you paying them for placements or whether there's something mutually beneficial you can work out together. Now, this might be tough for you because you're a new business, but you never know. You might as well ask instead of saying no to yourself by not emailing them or reaching out to them. Now, with those 2 points being said, the subscription box business is a tough one, and lots of ones are always popping up and going out of business. One of the big reasons for this is that the cost to acquire customers is quite high. Customers need to stay with these services for a long period of time before companies begin making a profit off of them. Unfortunately, many customers do not stay long enough to be profitable for these companies. The churn rate is really high in this business. This is the problem with Blue Apron, the meal prep service, is running into right now, and why their stock is kind of tanking. Now look at your plan here. Your product mix and demographics may be too wide. Appealing to men and women 25 to 40 is a pretty wide segment, as is stuffing these boxes with athletic apparel, yoga, health, beauty, aromatherapy, and household electronics. Those are a diverse set of items whose individual appeal may vary between your segments. They also all have vastly different margins, so it may be tough getting to profitability. The saying goes that the riches are in the niches, so really explore these points before you dive too far into this venture. Now, I'm not trying to be overly negative towards your idea here, but you should really explore whether or not you can make a profit on this. Run some tests. Get those Google ads, those Facebook ads, those Instagram ads up and running, even though you don't have all the pieces of the business put together yet, and see if you can get someone to sign up. Get a landing page. See if there's any interest in this business. Now, I get it. You don't have the logistics set up yet, but run these ads and see if you can get someone signed up for this. If you can, great. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, and you should move ahead with that product mix and targeting those segments. But if you can't get people to sign up, at that point you need to reevaluate your idea and see what you can tweak and if it's worth going forward on. So Becky, thank you so much for the question. It's a tough business, the subscription box business. Like I said, the churn rate's really high, so it's hard to make a profit. There's so many of these companies going bust and going belly up quickly. Most of the time, from the stats that I've heard, you get 1 or 2 months before most subscribers will cancel on you. So it's a really short life cycle to make that initial cost back of acquiring a customer. Your customer acquisition costs are something I think a lot of people overlook. In this day and age in digital, it's really easy to track, but for other businesses, it can be very tough to track what actions that you're spending money on actually are equaling people coming in the door. Now, that being said, you may have a huge marketing budget, and then you can track sales and transactions, and that'll give you some idea of your customer acquisition costs. But if you can break it down by channels, that's where you can really start seeing where you should be investing more and more money. I think from day one, customer acquisition costs are something you should always be tracking, because it's a good indicator of whether you're actually making money on the back end. Sure, sales might be through the roof, but if you're spending $1 million to acquire one customer, it's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek ratio, but it's definitely not a company or not a business that I'd want to be working in. So take a look at that. I know there's a million metrics that you should be examining out there, everybody, but customer acquisition costs, and then your churn rate if you have a service business like Becky is planning, you need those metrics to see and get the pulse of how healthy your business is doing. Speaking of health, if you'd like to help improve the health of this podcast, please drop us a ratings and review in iTunes, Apple Podcasts, or wherever it is that you get your podcasts. It really helps the show and helps me continue doing it week in and week out. So with that, thank you so much for listening. If you have a question of your own, it's eric@marketingsos.ca. I'm here for you. Drop me a line. And with that, we are out.